Welcome back to another episode of Producergrind Podcast. Carrington with me.
What's good, y'all? We got a very special guest in the building. This producer's worked with pretty much everybody. He's worked with Rich the Kid, Skippa Da Flippa, Lil Durk, Jose Guapo, Mango Fo, just to name a few. He's recently signed with Murda Gang. Please welcome Nas Moore.
Yeah. Good, bro.
Appreciate y'all having me.
I appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah, so for our audience that just don't really know, that's not familiar with your work, you want to give them a little background about how you got into the game, where you at now, just your journey, where you from?
Yeah, I started cooking up probably like 3-4 years ago. Like I said, I used to work a lot with like Skip, Guap, all them people, whatever the case may be. Yeah, since then I just been cooking up, and I got down. Just signed a deal, so.
You from Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm from the North.
What part?
The North. I don't know what the North is. I'm from like over there, like Gwinnett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like you say you just started making beats. Did you always want to be a producer or?
Yeah, I was in band and shit when I was like 6th through 8th grade. So then I played percussion and shit, so I always had like a love for music.
And what got you into making music? Like, was somebody just show you FL Studio or something?
Yeah, I got like probably like when I felt like, what was that, like 2008, 2009, I don't know what year it was, but when they said Soulja Boy goddamn made a beat and goddamn made a hit or some shit, I was just goddamn start fucking with FL, and that's when I like first like downloaded it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then probably about like, 5 years ago, I started like really taking it serious, me and my cousin.
So what were you doing like on those first years? Did you know as soon as you started making beats that you was like, yeah, I want to do this, and start taking it serious ever since? Or was it like just messing around with it for a little bit?
Yeah, once I got better, that shit made me want to keep learning new shit every day, you know what I'm saying? And then like I had a bunch of my friends and shit was like rapping and shit, so that was a big part of the influence. Yeah.
What was there anything like as a little kid you ever like thought you wanted to be before a producer?
Yeah, football. I used to play football. I played football my whole life.
What was your wide receiver?
Yep, I would play wide receiver, corner, play everything.
You play in high school too?
Yeah, I played high school and college.
Where you go to school at?
I went to goddamn school at Kansas, and then I went to another school.
What part? Where'd you go to school in Kansas? I'm from Kansas.
University of Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
KU.
Yeah.
Okay. I was born in Wichita.
Where?
Wichita, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be in Wichita too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not too much going on out there.
Nah.
It's not at all. What made you you were born? You said you were born in Atlanta, then you moved for what, college, just for out in Wichita?
Yeah, just for goddamn sports and shit. Once that football shit ain't work out, you know what I'm saying? I goddamn came home and I goddamn started cooking up and shit.
Did you end up finishing school?
Yeah, I finished school.
So talk about your first placement. You said Skip was your first placement?
No, Rich was my first placement.
And how'd that come about?
Shit. I had Set, goddamn, like the Migos and shit, that's goddamn that was they're like one of my biggest influence and shit. Like I grew up with them and shit. So goddamn, Set had got on the beat and fucking Rich was about to drop a tape. And I told him like, yo, this goddamn shit hard, goddamn, get on it and put it on your tape. And I just sent him the song and shit. And when I woke up, I was asleep and the goddamn shit had came out. You know? It was cool and shit. And then I remember like 2 days after that, I heard somebody listening to it. So that shit was cool.
Was you in the car or something?
Yeah, I was just walking down the road and shit. Somebody's playing in their car.
Shit, what was that like? That's probably crazy, especially like.
Hell yeah.
That was like a year after you've been making beats?
Yeah, that shit only happened that one time with that song. That was the only time.
Has it happened again?
Yeah, it's happened. But yeah, that was the first time though.
So how did you get the attention of Murda?
Being around the boys and shit. He was one of my biggest influences in the music shit too. Like cooking up and shit. Gave me like a lot of tips and shit like that. And he just started to see my progression. You know what I'm saying? And he progressed a lot to the point where he could start signing people and shit, and it just made sense. So
now what
shout out to Murda.
When you saw that you just recently signed a deal, what were some of the things that made you feel like that was the right move to do rather than just staying independent?
I don't know, it just felt right. I know like the relationship is there as far as the chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Like we boys and shit. And then goddamn, it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? So
do people treat you differently, especially in the industry, or just people that you know now that you signed?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But shit, I guess that's what come with it. But yeah. It's like a lot of producers been hitting me up to work and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So
So, but it's been more positive than negative?
Yeah, for sure. So we're more positive than negative.
Now, what are some of the things that you expect? Like when signing a deal, what things happen? I guess what happens that you couldn't do on your own, or what can they add to you? What does signing do for you?
In my situation, I have a great team. You know what I'm saying? My manager, Corey, he gonna get me right. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of resources. So,
but you can still go get those placements yourself too, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we hear producers saying they need management.
I mean, it's about a relationship though. Like that's like what people don't understand. Like, yeah, like it'd be easy. Like you can get these emails and shit like that, but when you get in the room, that's what you need. You need to get in that room. It's a lot more positives that can happen from the room. That's something that they record from the email. They might be a throwaway or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if you in the room, you can get the actual song. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big part of it.
Because I guess a lot of producers that have signed pub deals that we talked to, they say like it didn't help them get placements. It didn't help them do anything at all. You know what I mean? But it's a little different than I guess signing to, you know what I mean, like a producer or something. But, they basically say, I'm still out here just working my relationship the same way I was. Like in your instance, like what would you say, like, the major benefits are?
I can say this. I signed like 2 months ago and people been asking for stems the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to have some shit coming out. So it just happened. So.
At what point
it depends on the situation. So,
what point did you feel like you needed management?
I can't really say, but I just knew that I wanted to take it further and I wanted it to grow and become bigger. So I know I couldn't do everything.
Do you consider yourself more of an entrepreneur or an artist?
Yeah, entrepreneur for sure.
Is it difficult balancing a friendship? You said you and Murda are boys. Is it difficult balancing friendship and then business?
Nah. I mean, we never had an issue. It's like we just do what we like to do. Shit, we just chilling. We cook up. You know what I'm saying? Like Corey handle all the business shit. So it's really no.
No, go ahead. Can you do business with people that you're not cool with? Like if it looks right, everything seems like it would pan out the right way, but maybe you're just not a fan of the person. Can you still go ahead and do business with them?
Yeah. As long as they got, if I make some money, hell yeah.
that bag, right? So let's talk about, you're making beat process. Do you buy like kits and stuff online, or you kind of just?
Nah.
Not at all?
Nah. I got like somebody who making sounds and shit and VSTs and shit like that, so. That's how I got all my shit.
How'd you first get, when you
when I first started cooking up, I would go download shit.
Yeah.
Not no midis and no shit though. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. But I used to get drums and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you cook all your melodies from scratch?
Yeah.
That's dope.
You play keys?
Nah, but I just figured it out.
Just clicked it in?
Yeah. I click in. I'm starting to get better with that. But yeah.
You prefer playing it MIDI?
Yeah, I prefer using the MIDI. I always use MIDI.
What version of FL you using?
11.
You ain't graduated. You ain't not graduated. I meant like update to 20. Try it out.
Nah, this nigga used 12. I don't know how.
I like 12.
20 now.
Oh, for real?
20 is way better than 12.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Oh,
nah.
Like,
overrated to you?
Yeah, I just use 11.
Stick with what you know, right?
Yep.
You never use any other DAWs?
Nah.
Do you sample a lot, or did you ever when you first started off, were you sampling? Or
I'm starting to sample more now.
Get more inspiration.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
For
sure. So I guess that brings us to overrated, underrated. What we do is we present you 5 topics and we just ask you if they're overrated or underrated. And I guess if we think, requires more explanation, we'll just ask you about it. All right. So we got the first one on overrated, underrated. We got being on tour life.
Underrated.
Why so? We hear a lot of people say overrated.
Yeah.
The part that I don't fuck with tour is like that, the living conditions. Like people think like that living on the bus shit is cool, but it's easy as hell to get sick. I kept getting sick on the bus. I wasn't getting good sleep for real. So, but as far as like we was getting I know on tour recently we was getting a lot of work done. You know what I'm saying? We was going to casinos, hitting everywhere. For some reason we wasn't losing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, my experiences, I had a good times on tour. So.
That's good that you said that you was able to get work done, because that's usually like people say it's overrated. They say, I mean, most of the time you're just trying to kill time. You're not really like trying to get work done. You're just basically just smoking and waiting for the show type shit.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we was doing that too.
How long were you on tour for? What's the longest like stretch you've been on?
It was like a month.
Oh, so just not like 6 months or nothing like that.
No, that month. It was a month.
You think you could do it for like 6 months, a year?
Nah, hell no. Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that shit that long. Hell no, that's long.
What about like food? I know when we travel, we have events that we do like all over the country, and when we travel, it's like the food situation is always crazy. Like
we had that
gas
issue.
stations.
We were just like, if we ain't know nothing over there, we just stick to what we knew. Get some like fast food or some shit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So second on overrated, underrated, asking to take pics with famous people.
Me?
Is it over in general for people to do it?
I don't know. This is with me personally. I've never done that. But
why don't you do it?
I mean, it's just not me. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm my own person, you know what I'm saying? It's motivational though. Like my friends and shit that goddamn celebrities, like that shit motivates me. But it's just like shit. It's just what it is. I don't really think it's like, I don't really judge it though. Yeah.
Fair enough. Third, paying for collabs with other producers.
Shit. Preference. I mean, I've never really like all my people who I collab with, like my homies and shit. I've never like paid to work with nobody. So if that's what you want to do, like if you feel like, because I do know people who've done that, like had people who, like I know other producers who like do paid collabs and shit and like got their people placement. So if you want to do that, then shit can be beneficial. It's just up to you.
Can a random producer collab with you? Like, do you have a set rate and be like, if someone hits you on Instagram?
Yeah. So y'all can hit me on Instagram.
hit me with your budget.
Yeah, hit me with your budget. And
we'll see.
Hit Corey. It don't matter. Yeah.
Is that usually what you do? Ask them what their budget is instead of just throwing a number out there?
Yeah. Yeah. For the most part, I know people ain't got it. Everybody ain't got it. But nowadays, though, shit, it gotta be something. It can't be like, you know what I'm saying? So,
right. Like nothing free.
Yeah, I don't do shit for free.
We got
be like homies and shit.
We got third one on the overrated, underrated, or fourth one.
Yep.
Carter 5.
I fuck with it.
Fucking with
it? Fuck with it for sure.
Any certain songs you fucking with?
Shit, y'all already know I'm gonna say Mona Lisa. I like that shit with X too.
Yeah, that one.
Shit, all the ones that goddamn on Apple Music right now. Shit, I fuck with them. I fuck with it for sure. It definitely felt good to like, you know how much of an influence he was, and now for him to hear his voice is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with some new shit. So
right.
I think we definitely needed that.
And then last on the overrated, under, we always throw a random one in here. The Wild 'N Out Show.
I used to watch that shit as a kid. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't really watch TV like that no more, but shit.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's overrated or underrated shit. If you watch TV, you ain't doing shit. Wilding out. Go on, you can watch it. You know what I'm saying? It should be funny.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes.
No, we always throw a random one in there because sometimes we get a crazy story as to why it's overrated or underrated.
Word.
Well, cool. Going back to the you were talking about tour life. You have any like crazy experiences? Any crazy stories? I know you probably see all kinds of stuff, which is like one thing that pops out in your mind.
Yeah. Where was we at? We was like in goddamn some Arkansas or some shit, and Murda was taking pictures and shit, and this dude was like, "Hey, bro, can I take a pic?" I'm like, "Shit, alright." I'm like, I ain't famous, but shit, I'll take it. He got that whip out his phone and shit. He go up, he like, "Yeah, Lil Uzi." I'm like, bro, I'm not Lil Uzi, bro. That shit I was embarrassed, bro. I don't even get embarrassed. I'm like, yo, this nigga thought I was Lil Uzi.
You really thought you was Lil Uzi?
Yes, bro. Yes. I'm like, what the fuck?
You should have just went with it, just played along, be like, yeah, man, you know, I'm Lil Uzi.
He just kept apologizing and shit, like, my fault, bro, my fault. I'm like, all right.
Don't Uzi got long hair or some shit though?
Yeah, he got dreads. He's short. Man, I don't know.
He's just all the way off. I
don't know. That's weird.
That's some stuff you can expect from Kansas and Arkansas.
That shit was crazy.
So, what's to you? What's the main difference between working as a producer in Atlanta and LA? A lot of people.
LA is a lot different. Like from what I've been around, like it's different. Like I've never really like. It's good to work with writers and shit out in LA. I don't really see that too much in Atlanta. Like there's a lot of shit that's different, but.
You said it's more writers in Atlanta than in LA?
No, I don't know where it's more at, but I see more of people like we work with writers, like all the writers and shit, like we work with being in LA and shit. In Atlanta, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what about the sound? Is there a difference in sound? Like the producers that mainly stay out in Atlanta?
Yeah,
versus
they
LA?
just used to hearing the Atlanta niggas. You know what I'm saying? The Atlanta producers. They, you know what I'm saying? They probably make beats how they hear in Atlanta and West Coast, same shit. So.
Any difference in people's attitudes when you're working with they in LA versus Atlanta? You know, some people be switching up.
Yeah, I think like LA is like, I don't know. From my experience, it's just like they're more cool. I don't know. I feel like people be on that like ego shit in Atlanta. That you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I would think it'd be like the opposite.
Nah, I mean,
usually Atlanta's like where you catch people on the humble just working. You know what I mean? Type shit.
I mean, shit depends. I mean, everybody I work with in Atlanta, I'm like cool with and shit. Like I don't be like. It's not too many sessions. I just pulled up on somebody random and shit. So I don't know. But I know in LA, it's good vibes in LA. It's good vibes in Atlanta too, though. Don't get me wrong. I love Atlanta. So, yeah.
When you making beats, is there anywhere specific that you like to make beats, like rather in the studio or at home?
Me personally at the crib. Yeah. I like making beats at home. Like most of my beats are made at home.
You're just more comfortable.
Yeah. I get in my little chair. I put my covers on, roll up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the studio, you get nervous? Or, like, not nervous, but like, you feel like when you're making beats in front of everybody, do you feel like,
I used to.
Like a pressures?
I feel like everybody have felt like that, like when you first start cooking up and shit. But like who I like, our production team and shit, like, that's all we do all day and shit. And we like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as you're comfortable in your craft, I don't really see why you'll be.
So it seems like, you know, you got to where you are through relationships and stuff like that. So what advice would you give to a producer that's in like, you know, kind of like the middle of nowhere that, you know what I mean, they're just starting off, but they want to get signed. They want to do all this.
Shit, try to use the internet. That's what I would say. Use the internet. That's just it. The internet to your advantage. Yeah. Social media, maybe. That'd be my biggest advice.
So how would you go about, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Spam it. Would you just spam people? What would you do?
So about what?
You said hit people up on social media. What's the approach?
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like good work gets noticed. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, just keep working. That's the only thing I can say. Like your time gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You got producers hitting you up all the time in your DMs, like trying to work or being like, bro, I need some help or let me hand out.
Sign me and shit like that. Yeah.
So if you're in the middle of nowhere, just show dope beats on your Instagram and shit's gonna happen.
Excuse me?
If you're in the middle of nowhere and you're a producer, if you just upload fire beats to your Instagram, you're gonna get on eventually?
No, I can't say that. I'm just saying like you should just put it out. Like if you don't really have too many connections, you should just work. You know what I'm saying?
Work with who you got.
I try to work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Use social media to try to build a platform to where people can see your shit. You know what I'm saying? They got now on Instagram, you could pay. You know what I'm saying? You could make a beat and pay for that shit to go viral. Damn near. So.
Have you, I remember earlier we was talking about like you prefer using the MIDI to make melodies. Have you seen the FL came out with that new MPC with Akai, the collab with Akai? It looks kind of like a sequencer.
I've seen it. But I haven't used it yet though. No, I haven't used it.
What's your thoughts on it just from looking at it?
It's cool. I never really was. I had bought an MPC. What was an MPC like Renaissance 2000? It was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I fucked with it a little bit, but I never been fucking with NPCs like that. Just straight FL.
So you prefer like clicking in the drums and everything rather than hitting it on the pads?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like you can get the same bounce clicking it in that you get when you use an MPC?
I only use the MPC a couple times, so I don't know, but I really use the MIDI. Yeah.
You ever take time off for making beat?
Yeah. Cause we be going like how we be working, we'll literally work for like 3 days straight. Like don't get no sleep at all. And then we have to like go to sleep for a whole day. Shit like that.
I'm talking about like extended periods, like maybe weeks or months.
Nah. It hasn't been like that in a while. Where I just don't cook up, no.
No beat blocking on that?
Yeah, for sure. But not like weeks or nothing. Maybe like a day or 2-3 days, something like that.
And when you have like beat block and you make like just something that you're not feeling, do you usually just throw those beats away, or what do you do with those beats? Because I know sometimes people think beats are throwaways, but then the artists end up liking those the most.
Well, my man, I don't ever throw I always save my beats and shit and put them in a little folder. They might not make it to the heat folder, but they get saved. You know what I'm saying? So
you ever send those out for people to like work on, collab on them?
And when people be trying to buy beats, honestly.
the mediocre folders when you send out.
It depends what your budget is. Like if you ain't got no big budget, then I'll like send you that snippets of that shit first. And then if you like, I want some harder shit, you know what I'm saying?
So the budget decides what folder you get.
Yep.
I can dig that.
You get the heat folder now. Yep. You said when y'all make beats, you do it for 3 days straight, and then like take 1 day to sleep and recover. Do you feel like your style of making beats or that same approach for the long term, do you feel like you'll change it up at all?
Nah. I actually like working like that. I like working like the night. Like, I don't know. I like that better. I don't know. It's like when we cooking up a shot like that. Just 2-3 days, just lock in. Like that's really locked in. You know what I'm saying? We're literally
ain't left the room.
Yeah, ain't left the room. Just going crazy. Like
right.
I like that. Then just rest, listen to them, cause shit, it'd be sometimes you make so many goddamn beats, but this shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
So, what you been working on these last few months? What could we look forward to? In the next few months?
I'm not supposed to say, but I got like a bunch of shit coming out this month. So some shit on. I just tell you this, some shit on Halloween for sure, and then some shit in the next couple of weeks.
And where can everybody go and check you out on social media?
Nas Moore at Nas Moore _.
Add it up.
What's like long term? Do you say do you want to produce 10 years from now, or do you want to 20 years from now? 30 years from now?
Yeah, I just want to just keep growing as a producer and then grow into something bigger than that, to where maybe I even have a label, a production label for sure.
Do you have any other business ventures in mind outside of the music industry that you want to?
Real estate, all type of shit. Clothing line, branding, merch.
All right. Well, shit, we appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Already,
of course.
Another dope episode of Producergrind Podcast. Signing out.
Peace.